Hey, what's up? I'm Michael, and this is an art supply update. I've been wanting to make a video for a while, and I looked up for Christmas and got some pretty cool stuff. And around Christmas, and I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start making my videos again. This is a good way to get back into it. So, let me start off by removing some stuff first, and I'll get back to it. I will bring it back out. I just wanted it there for the intro shot. Let me show you this though. If you do watercolors or paint at all, this is an invaluable tool. And my aunt burned mine up. So she got me a little 2-speed and cool hair dryer. And I really like it. I'm happy with it. I want to know something, if anybody knows this. On the other side is the name, and I don't want to show the name. I'm not advertising. But does anybody know is it safe to sand off that name? Is it safe to airbrush over that name? I don't want the name on there, and I don't know if putting tape on it is okay either. So when I make my videos, I just don't want that name popping up, basically. But anyway, I tested this out already, and it works great. I think it's going to be a invaluable tool like my old one was before my aunt killed it. So the next thing I want to show you, when you do watercolor pencils, watercolor, or water-soluble graphite. Now, especially with water-soluble graphite and watercolor pencils, I wanted something I could get an extremely fine line with. So I picked this one up. Well, my aunt got it for me, actually, but I picked it out. This is a Master's Touch Fine Art Studio. It's the Hobby Lobby brand, but it is a 1/8 flat. And as you can see, it's got a really small point on it, and I think it will really help get those lines down if I want any type of lines on it. So that's why I picked this one out. Let me put that over here to the side, and let me maneuver. Now, alrighty. So let me do something right quick and show you. This is my old set, my entire old set here. This is what I use to make my my watercolor pencil paintings with color pencil over them for the details. And it consists of Faber-Castell Art Grip Aquarelle, Faber-Castell Art Grip color pencils, Derwent Sketching Aquarelle, or not watercolor, but water soluble graphite, and a Colore water soluble graphite as well. Artist Loft watercolor pencils, and General's Kimberly watercolor pencils. Now I have a white Prismacolor, a white Jelly Roll, Tortillion, and then 2 water brushes. I have one water brush, an Aqua, Pentel Aqua, which is for my watercolor pencils, and then that other one, I don't even know what that says, Mary or something. It's a Hobby Lobby brand that they have, and I got it on sale for $1, and I use that for my water-soluble graphite. So, about a month ago, somebody posted on Facebook that they had gotten some new pencils, and they had got an entire set, and they didn't know what they were. And I'm like, okay, well, I go looking around, and I found what they had. They've replaced the Faber-Castell Art Grip series with GoldFaber. Now, I picked these two Art Grip aquarelles up in their clearance section for like 70 cents a piece. And that's just two grays that I did not have and that they didn't have in this set. So, I got those. We have new colors that I had not seen there before. Now, let me explain how they work this, though. They have 3 cubbies, and they're open stock. You have a watercolor pencil, you have a color pencil, and you have your Pitt artist pens, which are like this. The white is the big one, and then your colors that match these are with this. Now, one thing I noticed is that the Pitt artist pen, the matching color in the Pitt artist pen is sometimes the same number as these, and it's sometimes different, but it's supposed to match it. So, let me put those back up. Now, if you're wondering, I got in these grays 175 and 235. Let me go through here and pull out the ones that have only one of. So I have some that I already had pencils for. I got a silver, which is 251, and that is the color pencil for it, because I already had the watercolor pencil and the art grip. Now, I'll go back and tell you about this in a second, about the difference between them. I have 121, 154, and 166 in the watercolor that I picked up. Now, I also picked up, in the art grip aquarelle, I had the 273, which is a cool gray, I believe. And it is a great color with the watercolor pencil, and I like putting it in as well without putting water on it, so I picked up the matching color for it. Okay, so the rest of these I got matching sets. We have 138, which is a purplish, 133, which is a magenta looking color, 283, which is a rust, copperish, bronzish color. Another gray they have is 233 now. Gold, which is 250. 120, which is a purplish, slightly purplish blue. Then we have this yellowish brown, and it is 183. Then we have medium flesh, which is 131. And we have 153, which I have used already, I think. No, I didn't. It's just I broke the tip on it. 153, which is a turquoise, bluish, greenish, tealish color. Now, the difference between Art Grip, the Faber-Castell Art Grip series, and the Faber-Castell GoldFaber series. On Art Grip, there was nothing on the light fastness of them, and I looked it up, and it said some of the colors were somewhat light fast, but none of them. I think there were maybe one or two that were considered light fast, but for the majority, they were semi-light fast. They were not made to be they were for hobbyists mainly, and to do like cards and stuff like that. Now, GoldFaber's the same. It's made for hobbyists to artists. But, now, I don't know. This could be wrong, so don't hold me at my word on this. The GoldFaber, on their display, it says extremely light fast. And they could be light fast. They might not be. I really don't know. But I'm going to do them the same way I do my art grips, and I'm going to do digitals of my works with them. So, let me grab all of these up, put them in my tray down here. Okay, they are now in their home. So, right quick before I get onto those other pencils, which I'll end with, my friend got me this really nice little light box. I love it. It's flat. It has a place to butt your paper up to it and keep it straight. It has 3 different settings on it, and I love it. It works absolutely wonderful. And it is very easy to go with. And I also got from my uncle a bigger version of the light box. And this one is flat all over. The sides do not light up, and that can be a problem somewhat. This one is supposed to have 3 settings on it as well, but I've only been able to get it to go to 1 setting, and to cut it off, I have to unhook it. I'm not sure if it's a problem with it or what, but that 1 setting will work perfectly fine for me, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm very happy to have it. This is a heavier one. It's a lot heavier than the other one, and I think this one I'll be doing a lot of my work where I'm sitting here at this desk, while this other one I can move around anywhere I want, and I can use this one for bigger pieces, and then this one for my smaller pieces, and I can do 2 things at one time. Basically, I can tape to this, I can tape the stuff to each other. It's really cool how you can do all of that, and I actually really like having 2 of them. So now the next piece, which I promise I'll try not to go too long with, is Colore Brighten Your Life Colored Pencils, the Dictionary Edition. There are 60 colors, and they come in 5 sets: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and I will show you these sets. I don't like the whole box thing that they've done, but we're going to start with water. Okay, water is purples, blues, turquoises, tealish, stuff like that. I can see using this set a lot. The next part we have is metal. Now, metal it's got 1 black, it's got 2, a light gray and a darker gray, and the rest are brown. The reason for this, I believe, is that a lot of metal, iron and stuff especially, it has little specks of rust all over it most of the time when you see it. So you could throw in a lot of rust color with this. I think that's why they put that as metal. Then we have earth, which is white, some yellows and brownish colors, oranges and pinks. I can see this being a support set for stuff I do. Fire. Now, fire consists of, it's got a purplish color and a pinkish color, but it's got oranges and reds, and another pinkish sort of there. But I can see using this quite a bit as well. The earth is the one that I see using the least. And then we have wood. Wood. May I borrow wood? I think I have found him a seeker. So we have in this one greens, and this is a bluish green by the dip on it, but then up here it doesn't look quite that way. Now, these are wax-based pencils. They're like your Prismacolors. And one thing I will say about them is I've already noticed that in some of them, they look like they have a few little splits here and there. I hope that doesn't bother how they work and all. but I'm pretty sure that they'll work just fine. On the reviews that I've watched, only one person has reported that they had a problem with the pencil. The one problem with these pencils is that there are no open stock. You have to buy a whole set to get them if you run out of a pencil. So, but these are artist quality. I don't know how light fast they are, but they're artist quality wax-based pencils like Prismacolor. I have read that Prismacolor is slightly better, but I'm very happy to have this because I don't like using my Prismacolors. I have the old set of Prismacolors, the barrel set from the 90s, and my grandmother bought them for me, and I do not like to use them a whole lot because it's sort of nostalgic. But just so you know, there is a little loop on these. Let me take one out. There's a loop on these, and it's supposed to go around like this. I push it to the side and make it flat because if you leave it on the front of it when you put it in here, if you're taking them out, by all means do that. But if you leave it on the front when you put it in there, it will not go in. If you have the other four in there, it will not go in. So, yeah, that is my art supply haul for Christmas and stuff I have recently purchased. And there we go. Stay tuned for, I don't know how much more art supply hauls I'll be doing, but I will be doing some videos. And I'm actually fixing to make a new video blog to go along with this one, so stay tuned for that.